So in order to do this problem, you're going to want to draw a quick graph and plot your point. So as you can see, I plotted point -5, -6 right here on the graph. And I made a quick triangle. So I drew a line straight up to the x-axis and a diagonal line straight to the origin. And in doing so, I made this right triangle. And the reason we made this right triangle is because we know that on the x, this is -5. And going down to y, it's -6, because those are the coordinates of your point. And that gives us two sides of our triangle. And if we also get our hypotenuse, or our r, we can use this angle theta to find all of the trigonometric functions of this angle theta. So first we have to find r. And the way you do that is r equals radical x squared plus y squared. This is straight from the Pythagorean theorem, right? A squared plus b squared equals c squared. And once you plug -5 and -6 into this equation, you get that your r equals radical 61, which can't be simplified any further, so we'll just leave it at that. Now, in order to complete this equation, this problem that you have, now that you have all the information, you just need to know your kind of how your trig functions work. So you know that sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So you go to your theta here, you see what's the opposite angle, side, -6, and your hypotenuse is radical 61. So it's -6 over radical 61. Now, you would want to simplify this by multiplying the top and bottom, or the numerator and denominator, by radical 61 to get rid of that radical on the denominator. And this goes for cosine also. So next up is cosine adjacent over hypotenuse, which would be the -5 over the rad 61. And again, you would want to multiply the top and bottom by rad 61 in order to get rid of the radical in the denominator. Tangent is just opposite over adjacent, so 6 over 5. But keep in mind that this -6 and -5, the negatives cancel. So while sine and cosine are negative, tangent is a positive. And then cosecant, secant, and cotangent are just kind of the opposite. Like cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So instead of opposite over hypotenuse, it's hypotenuse over opposite, or 1 over sine. So this would become radical 61 over -6. Same thing with secant, it goes with cosine. It would be hypotenuse over adjacent, which equals radical 61 over -5. And cotangent, which is the reciprocal of tangent, adjacent over opposite side, and equals 5 over 6. The most important part of this is conceptually understanding how to form this triangle and how to find r. Once you do that, you can do the entire problem pretty easily.